I actually love the fact that Miss Katrina Dimaranan is actually a very fresh approach in celebrating her being morena. Hi everyone, mabuhay sa Alacat Castle, and on this channel, we celebrate women, makeup, and everything that's beautiful, yes, including you. And on today's episode, we will be doing some eye makeup while I share with you the inspiring story of Miss Universe Philippines Tourism 2021, Miss Katrina Jane Dimaranan, yes. And the colors that we will be doing on our eyes is on the color of browns and golds to basically celebrate her beautiful morena goddess self, yes. And I'll also be sharing with you the 9 things that I love about her and her fate in the recently concluded Miss Universe Philippines held in Bohol in the Philippines. So the first thing why I love Miss Katrina Jane Dimaranan is she was the biggest threat in this recently concluded Miss Universe Philippines. Let's face it, the reason why she's actually the biggest threat is, let's face it, I mean, compared to all the candidates, she actually had the most experience way back in like 2012 when she actually won as Binibining Pilipinas Tourism. And not just that, she also won as the first runner-up in the Miss Supranational Beauty Pageant in 2018. I mean, so for someone like her, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but she's the biggest threat because she's already very well experienced, and at the same time, she was a familiar face to most Filipinos, and having a familiar face actually creates drama in a beauty pageant such as Miss Universe Philippines, which is like the biggest national pageant in the Philippines. Yes. So her coming into this really added flavor, and she even really stepped up the game or the standards in terms of like how to elevate yourself in case you were a contestant. At least if I feel like I were a contestant, I would actually feel like I need to put up my A game, because for someone like her, I'd be so inspired to learn so much and at the same time to be a fellow competitor as well. Yes. And secondly, she's also a very good role model. In fact, when she was actually called in the finals night in the top 10, this was the question that was asked from her, and this was her answer as well. So let me read that to you. So the question was, in your interviews, you often talked about your mother and your grandmother. What would you tell a young girl who feels lost and does not have strong female role models in her life? And she said, I would tell a young girl that a role model could come from anyone. It could be someone that you know, as long as they aspire and inspire you. And as long as there's someone who pushes you to be your best. It could be a neighbor, a teacher, a classmate. And I'll also remind her that just try to find the good in someone, because you never know, one day she can also become a role model for someone else's life. Isn't that powerful? I mean, the great thing about our culture in the Philippines is that women actually are put in a pedestal. They're actually the decision makers at home. And if you actually know the Philippine culture, we also had like 2 strong female presidents in our history. And that's the reason why I love beauty pageants such as this, like Miss Universe Philippines, because it really gives like a platform for women, for them to basically say what they feel, what's in their hearts, and they also become very strong role models as well. So I really love that answer of her. And third, this is actually what I like about Miss Katrina Dimaranan. She's a modern Filipina. Why do I actually say that she's a modern Filipina? So basically, being raised in a country like the Philippines, where the culture is all about consuming whitening products, I actually love the fact that Miss Katrina Dimaranan is actually a very fresh approach in celebrating her being morena. So the good thing about that is that there was never a compromise about her celebrating her dark skin. In fact, if we actually rewind when she actually competed in Binibining Pilipinas, this was way back in 2012, she had the same skin. Same thing when she also competed at Miss Supranational. She actually had that beautiful tan skin. So to my fellow kababayans, to my fellow Filipinos, all I want to say is we actually need to embrace being our morena selves, because there's really something beautiful about it. In fact, as someone who actually lives here in the United States, they actually love it so much when you're tan. So that's something that we should actually celebrate, is really how beautiful being morena is, and that there's nothing wrong about us really embracing who we are. Because you know what? If we actually embrace our own skin, and if we're actually comfortable in our own skin, there's actually more that we can actually focus on, not just on the physical aspect of who we are as human beings. Yes! So the fourth thing is, that's the reason why I love Miss Katrina De Moranan, is she's a go-getter. As you all know, she's very accomplished. And the one good thing as well about Miss Katrina Jane De Moran is that she's actually a TV host already here in the US. And she already has experienced so much in the beauty pageant industry. Like she has won locally way back in the Philippines. She also has like placed first runner-up in Supranational. And at the same time, she also had a TV career on CBS where she actually appeared on like Love Island. So she's very accomplished, but that did not stop her to basically thinking of what really was best for her. And that's the reason why she joined Miss Universe Philippines. So the question is, or the thought here is, how about you? Are you also go-getter in your dreams, in the things that you want to do in life? At least for me, that's actually one thing that I actually learned about her, is that sometimes we need to reevaluate what our plans is. And she reevaluated her plans and went back to the Philippines and joined Miss Universe Philippines. And that's actually very admirable. So the next thing is, she's very relatable. Did you actually know that when she was young, when she actually was a kid, she actually experienced being homeless? But I actually think that being homeless actually is very humbling in terms of like how it is in life. As someone who actually has experienced so much challenges when I was younger, especially when our family business went down, it actually puts you into a place where what's really important is your family. What's really important is how you basically come out of the situation, and really how you stick together as a family, and you having that core value of being together as one, which is very evident in the Filipino culture, is what's really beautiful. And that's the reason why I actually think that she's very relatable, because she also experienced that. So even if she actually has lived in the US for such a long time, Filipinos can definitely relate to that, because you know what, as you all know, there's so much poverty in the Philippines. There's so much challenges in the Philippines, but that doesn't stop us to basically stick together as a family and still continue with life regardless of the challenges that's thrown at us as well. Yes, in fact, during the preliminary Q&A, there was actually a question that was asked from them about what's the most important lesson that you've learned in the past week, and she even said that the ability to adapt and stay patient. So I think having the ability to adapt and stay patient, like a lot of Filipinos can actually relate to that, especially that within our culture, we've been colonized by so many nations. So we basically just need to adapt to whatever is thrown at us. And at the same time, we also just need to be patient on what's about to come next. And that's actually very evident in most Filipinos as well. Yes! So the next thing is, she knows how to sacrifice. In fact, she actually had an interview at TFC a couple of years ago before she competed in Miss Supranational, and she actually said that nothing great comes without sacrifice, and life is about the journey. So the good thing about that is that the takeaway from that is that life is really a journey, and without sacrifice, how will we really know the value of something? It's really when we actually sacrifice certain things that we really learn the value of what's important. And when we actually learn how to sacrifice, it actually puts us in a place where we need to reevaluate things like what's really important. Therefore, we really need to strategize what we're about to do next. Yes! And that's the reason why I actually love what she said about sacrifice, and at the same time that life is about the journey. Yes, because it's not really about the destination, but it's the journey going to your destination, if you know what I mean. Just like her beautiful story in Miss Universe Philippines. And number 8, she stayed humble and true to herself. As we all know, she basically ended as Miss Universe Philippines Tourism 2021, and she was also very honest about her experience or about her feelings about the results. This is actually what she said on interaction.filter.com. She actually said that, just like many of you, I am also hurt. But the hurt I feel right now is part of the process, and my joy of knowing that I left my heart out on that stage and gave my absolute best. defeats the pain. In time, I'll be fully healed, back, and stronger. I mean, it's actually very admirable that she's actually very true to her feelings, especially that we cannot just expect for someone like her that we expected so much to be able to move on after such a result, right? Because you know what? I mean, as pageant lovers, especially us Filipinos, we actually put our queens in such a pedestal. And it's really nerve-wracking to be out there and for them to be able to have poise under pressure and have that grace under pressure rather. It's really, really hard because you're basically under like public scrutiny. But you know what? We also need to be humble and also be true that there can only be one winner. But at the same time, we actually need to celebrate all of them, that the 30 women on that finals night or in the pageant of Miss Universe Philippines deserved a crown. And Miss Universe Philippines Tourism 21, Katrina Jane Dimaranan, made us very proud because she only showed us that in spite of everything that she felt, she still celebrated the actual winner, which gives me to my ninth thing why I like about her is that she's a very good sport. Because you know what? She celebrated our winner for Miss Universe Philippines 2021, Miss Beatrice Luigi Gomez. And this is actually what she said as well. She actually said that, according to the same resource, interaction.filter.com, so proud of my top 5 queens, and please, laban lang mga best. Laban lang mga best means just keep on fighting, my dear friends. Yes, for Bea Gomez, Beatrice Luigi Gomez, who is our beautiful Miss Universe Philippines 2021 as she prepares to compete for our 5th Miss Universe crown in Israel. And look how really of a good sport she is. She said, let's channel our fighting spirit for that 5th crown for Bea and encourage Team Katrina, who is her team, Team Papaya, Kat Reynas, etc. Dami kasi, meaning so many teams, to do the same, she said. So, knowing Filipinos, that you know what, sometimes all these teams of like the different candidates who basically have her, who actually have their personal bets, I mean, what a great way for a true queen such as Katrina to bring everyone together so that everyone can actually unite and support our queen. And basically, that's really what I admire about her. What I admire about Katrina Dimaranan is her being a good sport, is also her unifying everyone. And that really is what actually we should learn from her, or we should learn from these candidates, is they actually have their stories to tell, but at the same time, their stories should inspire all of us, that we can actually have different role models that we can learn from. But at the end of the day, there can only be one queen, and the good thing is we can always celebrate that queen together as one. On that note, let me actually just finish this other side of my eye, put some lashes, more blush, and more lips, and I'll tell you my overall thoughts on our topic today, yes, which is the fate of Miss Universe Philippines Tourism 2021, Miss Katrina Jane Dimaranan. I'll be right back. Miss Katrina Jane Dimaranan, Miss Universe Philippines Tourism 2021. Congratulations! Queen Katrina is a true queen in every sense of the word. A true queen does not need a physical crown. A true queen is who she is, what she does, and how she is to her people. Queen Katrina showed us how it is to dream, how it is to take risks, how it is to fight for the things that are important in our lives. But more than anything, she showed us how important building relationships is, how important sisterhood is, and how important it is to rise above the challenges that are given to us. Queen Katrina, you are as pure as your white evening gown, and I'm sure that you will soar high just like the eagle that's close to your heart. You showed us how it is to be a modern Filipina, a global Filipina. And you are a perfect example that all of us women can look up to. Thank you so much for being you, for showing us that everything is possible. To you, we support you in your next journey. We support you in the next chapters in your life. We love you so much. And there you have it. To all of you, if you enjoyed this video, hope that you can support it by giving it a thumbs up. And also, if you are into inspiring stories of women, of makeup, of anything that's beautiful, including you, hope you can consider subscribing as well. Again, my name is Alicat Castle, your transgender sister, yes! And I want you to know that you are beautiful just the way you are, with or without makeup. And what's more important is what's in your heart, because that really makes you a true queen. I love you so much and mabuhay! See you again soon! Bye!